Hey everybody, welcome to the Next Level Profits training on domain names. Now, today we're going to talk about what domain names are and how to pick the right domain name for your business. So, for those of you who don't know what a domain name is at all, it's real simple. It's basically the URL. Okay, so for us here at Next Level Profits, it's nlprofits.com. That's our domain name. Okay, so that is the actual domain that we have purchased and we have our website hosted on. So we have our website hosted on a domain name. Okay, so another example would be, say, my blog. Okay, over at mattrobar.com, right? That's another domain name. Okay, mattrobar.com is a domain name. Or another one of my businesses, holistichealth.com. Okay, that's another domain name if I type it in right. There it is. Alright, so holistichealth.com is also another domain name. So you got to think, when it comes to domain names, there's a couple things you're looking for. One, you want it to be something that people can remember. Two, you typically want it to relate to your niche. And three, sometimes you want to have keywords in it. So there's typically two types of domain names, right? There's domain names that include keywords, right? And there's domain names that are just, that are just revolving around your brand or your business. So domain names that are searchable and contain keywords, and domain names that are what they call found or don't necessarily contain the keywords. Now, there's some reasoning behind picking one of both. Obviously, if you have keywords in your domain name, that's going to give you a lot better search engine optimization. Okay, so let's show an example real quick. So let's just let me just type in dog training here into Google and see what comes up. Okay, cool. Take a look at this. How to train a dog, dog training tips and techniques from home. Let's look at the URL here. So this is the domain name, www.dogobediencetrainingreview.com. That is one big old keyword, is basically all this domain name is. Is it the easiest name to remember? No, dog tips or golden retriever tips or something like that may be a little bit better, but it may not have the keyword relevance that they're looking for. So by putting this keyword into their domain name, it gives them a lot of search engine optimization. So that is an example of a search engine optimized URL. And let's pop back over to here and we'll see. Okay, here. Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer or whatever, the dog trainer he is. Here's his, CaesarsWay.com. Now, they're both doing dog training, but CaesarsWay.com doesn't have any dog training type of keywords in it, right? Maybe somebody's searching for Cesar Millan, but not necessarily for the dog training keyword. So this is one that would be kind of a found type of keyword phrase, or one that would be around your brand, okay? Instead of a keyword URL in a keyword domain, you would be getting a brand URL or a brand domain type of name. So those are the two differences. You kind of have to weigh the pros and cons of each. If you have a very recognizable brand like Coca-Cola, then no problem. Go to Coke.com, But if you're brand new into the business, you might want to think about, something that's a little more keyword optimized, because it might really help your site that extra bit. And if it describes what your site's about, like dogobediencetraining.com, then people are pretty much going to know what they're in for when they go there, So it's really kind of up to you. Kind of some quick tips. If you're going to be doing any sort of marketing with your domain, especially print marketing, make it shorter rather than longer. Imagine, an infomercial for dogobediencetrainingreview.com. Please visit us at dog-obedience-training-review.com. Is that easy? No, it's not easy at all. That'd be really hard for people to go to. So if it's just dogobedience.org or obediencetraining.biz or something like that, then that would be a lot easier to go to. But when you make it long like this, especially in print advertising, you got to think you're paying for ink, you're paying for, if you're placing ads, you only have so much space. You don't want to take up all the space with your domain name. You want something that when people see it, they're going to remember it and they're going to take it and they'll be able to, go to it when they're back on their computer. So, basically, in my mind, when it comes to domain names, short and sweet. The shorter, the sweeter, the better. NLProfits.com, pretty short. It could have been next-level-profits.com, but that's not what we were looking for. We wanted something short, and we wanted something that people would relate with our brand a little bit. So we didn't pick anything that had keywords in it, really. We can optimize our site for keywords and for search engine optimization without having it in the URL. We wanted something that was brandable and that people, was short and that people could remember. So NLProfits.com is what we chose. So when it comes to picking your URL or your domain name for your business, take these things into consideration. What is the most important thing for you? And my recommendations are, of course, keep it as short and as sweet as possible. Now, one quick last thing, when it comes to the actual type of domain, whether it's a .com, .org, or whatever it may be, unless you have some specific reason to get anything other than a .com, stick with a .com. Now, I can go into reasons why and everything, but the search engines love them. People understand them. So unless you have a real reason you need to get something other than a .com, just get a .com. So we'll make it nice and simple for you. All right, folks, head on over to NLProfits.com for more training and internet marketing techniques for your small business. And I will talk to you folks later. Bye now.